Hey everybody, I'm gonna start this video by showing you the iridescent pour that I did a few days ago. This is it. You can't really see any of the iridescence. So it does not look shimmery to me at all. And I'm not really sure what to do with, there we go. I'm not really sure what to do with this painting because it is soft, it is really pretty. It is definitely not me, but I do see the beauty in it, so I think there are some, I think it has a market. So yeah, so it is very pretty. I'm just not like a pink person, but I do like how it turned out. I love this area and this, but yeah, I'm looking at it again closer. There is no iridescence to it. Some people commented that, oh, and I am redoing this pour. I can't stand looking at it anymore. There are some people, one person said they had used it and the iridescent, this is what we're talking about, by the way, Liquitex Professional Iridescent Medium, and didn't notice it very well, but then I think somebody said they used it in black and it looked really good. So next time I do it, I will try it in dark colors and see what happens. So today I'm going to purposely do the pours that I have been doing accidentally. I am going to do a traditional just dirty flip cup on this, and then I'm going to flip and drag with white. So for this pour, I'm using these colors, and whoa, almost lost that one. No silicone in them. And I'm going to flip with white, but I am putting silicone in the white. I do want to show you this other painting. I have not uploaded the video for this yet. I might before I do this one, I'm not sure. This, sorry, I don't want to, I have paints there now, so I can't set it down. This was done the same way. I love that painting, by the way. That was a regular dirty flip cup, and then I flipped and dragged with white, and I love that one. I think it is so pretty. Unfortunately, I used a cheap canvas because I was experimenting, and I really like it. So I'm not sure if I'll keep it or put it up for sale at like a reduced price. Not quite sure what I'll do with it. Although it would look beautiful in resin. So I might do that because I think then it just makes it, you don't even notice the, I think that was like I think that was a level 1 at Michael's, so you can see the staples on the back, which I personally don't mind. I've never actually had any customers ever say anything. I know when I buy art, at art shows, I don't look at, like, I don't really pay attention to that. I just, if I like it, I like it. But usually the art I buy, that I tend to buy at art shows, are usually like mixed media, where, it could be on any you know, substrate under the sun. Or sculpture, but funky. I love funky stuff. I love metal. My parents are big art people. You know, they travel, they drive around the US, and they always go to art shows, and they've got, so I'm just gonna do okay, it's still taped. My dad has a not giant, I mean it's tabletop sculpture of made out of metal, like it's got tools and chains and nails and bolts and screws, and it is the most amazing piece. You could just stare at it all day. So I don't really care too much what this looks like. I'm just really wanting to get color down. Oh, and my dad took that sculpture, and he oftentimes buys art, and then sometimes he'll alter it a little. Like that he put, because it's a cylinder, it's about yay tall, and it's a cylinder, and he put those tube lights in it, so that it lights up. So it's even cooler. My dad is very creative and can do pretty much anything. He's like pretty much the coolest guy ever. But he really thinks outside the box. So sometimes an idea will come to me, and it's like, where the heck did that come from? And it's like, well, it sounds like something Dad would have. You know, and then I'll call him and be like, you're going to be so proud of me. I have the most off-the-wall idea ever. Right now he's got in his garage, he's had in it for years. They cut down a huge tree, and so he's got the trunk in the garage, like part of the trunk standing there, that he's going to carve. I need more paint on here. One of these days, he doesn't know when, but he will, where's my flip cup? Ooh, I knocked my water over. Yeah, he'll work on it, he'll like sand it and carve parts of it here and there. But it's pretty cool. So, I mean, I do know where my artistic, creative spirit comes from. My mom is, well, she used to sew. Like, I mean, when I was little, she'd make my clothes and stuff. She is a very talented writer. Like, she's a very good writer. But my parents are the best. They've been married 52 years, I think they just had. And they work together out of the house, and they've worked together, I mean, since I was in kindergarten, but they've been working out of the house together for, gosh, at least 10, 15 years now. And so they're with each other 24/7, and they still are madly in love with each other. I mean, obviously they have, you know, everybody has issues. You know, we all get annoyed by our significant others, but I don't know why I'm like telling you everything about my parents. You're really like, Anne, I don't care. But I got off on it today. They're very important to me. They live like a mile and a half from me. So, I'm with them a lot, so they are a big influence in my life. So, anywho, back to art. Ew, the like pourings of it look like some nasty ketchup, or the drippings. So, like, this is nothing that I would like. You know, this is not a very pretty pour. It's got really no definition, cells, or anything. Remember, there is no silicone in it. I have oh, I forgot to add the silicone to the white. Good thing I am talking about silicone. I use WD-40. Alright, so I am... Oh yeah, there's sure silicone in that. Whoa, I totally lost it. Oh my goodness. I don't really know what happened. It's almost like the silicone came out first and then kind of hit the canvas and skid. I'm just making excuses because, I don't know, I already went off on a tangent on my parents, so who knows. So now this looks like a hot mess, but I have confidence that it's going to turn out amazing. So we're just going to tilt. Boy, there's a lot of paint on there, that's for sure. And with this method, I'm not too concerned about over tilting because cells are going to, it's not like I started with cells, you know how if you do a regular flip cut pour, and it pops up cells and you're afraid to tilt because you don't want to lose the cells or whatnot. This is a little bit different. It's not the same kind of concern. At least I don't, because it's making cells as it's going. I'm actually forming cells by tilting it. So I don't know if there's too much silicone in that white or if the white was a totally different texture, or not texture, thickness from the others, but it's the same one I've been using all night. Oh, you know what? I think my colors are thicker. I just mixed those. And I remember thinking, oh, I'm going to mix these thicker. But then I used the same white from the other pours that I've been doing all night. So I did not thicken the white. That is why. I don't know if it's being picked up on camera, but it's almost like an oil spill. Like the white is kind of just gliding on top of the color instead of going in. So that's what happens when your paints are not all the same consistency. But it's still looking cool. The problem I'm having is zigzaggies because it's moving at different rates. This one's so abstract that it's really not a huge deal. But I'm kind of going to have to help it along because it's pretty thick on here. Let's see. Well, it's not as thick as I thought. I'm loving these colors though. These are way different than what I normally use. I may give up tilting anymore. Let's see. It's really not that deep, so I don't think it's gonna crack. And my paintings usually don't crack when they're thick, they just take a while to dry. I think I am, you know, this is the only part I'm gonna have to tilt it a little to blend that area. It's too dark. It's something I was just about to say right before I got focused on that area. See, now that area looks different because I was using my finger in it. So I need it to move, and it does not want to. You can see the paint is not wanting. See how this is all different because of slipped on my hand. So, you know what? I think when I torch it, it'll blend in with all the rest of it. Yeah, I do like the colors. It's a nice change from what I normally do. I need a paper towel. It's very autumny. Ooh, I hope it dries so I can varnish it for this week. I've got the place I have my art at is having a outdoor, it's called Mums and Mimosas, I believe. So a bunch of artisans, super laid back. It's just super chill and live music and look at my torch. It is so completely disgusting. Once again, I should not have torched. I really thought that I needed to torch though, but too many baby cells that I'm afraid when they dry will turn to mush. But a little late for that now. Hopefully they will dry well and not turn to mush. I liked it better before torching. But I really thought, I guess I underestimated the power of the silicone just being in the white. Because it's been a while since I've done that. I'm worried that it will dry. All those cells will merge. But if it does, it does, and I get to do it again. So, that's all. You know, I'm looking at it through the viewfinder, and it doesn't look very good through the viewfinder, but it looks really cool in person. So, if you like this video, click like, and I'd love it if you subscribed, and thank you if you already have, and thanks for watching.